Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hill Empath, and I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. Just listen to a couple talk. It's Wednesday, so Adrian Elise puts out a talk. So does Molly McCord. I really enjoy them in their perspectives, their point of views, And and Simon put his stuff out. Put a talk out today, and I get a lot of the same vibe. It's just more, yep, it's just looking that way. And see, that people don't understand is that stress comes out, manifests itself in so many ways, and people are under so much stress that their endocrine, their electrical systems are really going to start shorting out because they don't know how to freaking, they've never disciplined themselves in any other area of their lives. So now when it comes to a point when they're out in public and there's some road rage incident or something, they don't have the know-how or the ability to hold their tongue or not react. I'm seeing more news stories about just violent fights erupting just for why? Because egos are bruised, because people are coming, have lived in a place from ego for so long, and when it gets abused or neglected, ain't no fury like an ego scorn. That could be interpreted as the toxic masculine or even the toxic feminine, and there's shadow to every light, and people are reconciling with their own stuff, with all the shadow stuff, that they're just like, no, that ain't a part of me. No, I don't do that. No, I don't act like that. No, 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 it ain't me. It ain't me. All that when you're pointing at you and you got three fingers pointing back at you. That ain't me. That ain't me. How many fingers? Yeah, you spot it. You got it, yeah. So I've really been thinking it's best to just, whenever you go out, and your temperaments like me, it's funny, 'cause I just have always had this like blatant disgust for injustice and unfairness. And so I go out in the world and I see it and I'm like, that's stupid. I speak out against it. That's dumb. And I can, with the level, and that's the thing, it ain't never been violent. It ain't never been violent. You don't put your hands on people out of anger or love. Consent first. And kids are out and it's driving dogs crazy. It's all the fiery energy in the air. Venus is in Aries. So, now it's like people have always have used against me that disdain for justice, have used it against, have defined me as angry. Yeah, but look at who I'm getting angry at. Like, no, and they're like, no, you get angry. Like, people aren't allowed to get angry. It's the psychopath that doesn't get angry. It's the psychopath that doesn't feel emotion. They're the ones that are freaking that freaking slip past everybody's radar and now running the show. Now this is the world we get. Criminals, real estate developers, lawyers. It's just all business corp USA, and that ain't no way for spirits to have to. Most spirits have to freaking put up with the fallout from some freaking old white dudes getting richer because their egos are just so out of balance. Thing is they can come into the balance anytime they want. They can recognize the errors of their ways. They can see how they've been selfish and done all this stuff. And maybe I don't need to fly here and there all over the place. Maybe I don't need a private jet. Maybe I don't need 8 houses, one in or each in different 6 different continents, and maybe less is more. As soon as people start coming into that line of thinking, and maybe we'll have a chance, because in that they'll see, people will recognize that they don't really need that much, and that there's plenty enough for everybody. There really is. And if I had a lot, that's why I'll never have. I was telling Mom yesterday, I was like, Mom, I'll never be a millionaire because I'll just give my money away. Because, money is an energy, just like everybody eloquently agrees that money's an energy, but then it stops with them. What does that make you bigger? When it stops with you and your account or whatever, your numbers grow, because those numbers aren't even real. But what do you have to offer the world? How's your sense of humor? I haven't met I don't know. I think the world has plenty of phonies and fakes, and they're ready for some true and authentic people that have had a good track record for being true and authentic. I've made my mistakes. I've fallen down. I've gotten back up, and I've lived in my integrity. And that's what I'm not seeing in the main stage of the world is people that have lived in their integrity for a certain amount. Because anybody that's in a position of something has of substantiation has sold out in some capacity. I have, and that's cool. And if someone came up and said, "Hey, Marge, someone whose products I recommend and whose belief systems and values are in line with mine," said, "Hey, dude, here's a freaking pile of money or here's a check or whatever. I believe in you. You keep doing what you're doing, and would you endorse my products?" I freaking would. That's what the world is about. It's just, where do they get their product? Where are they getting their ingredients from? This whole beauty age, this whole beauty thing, it's all makeup and beauty and care and skincare and all this stuff. And it's like, are the animals that have, where the ingredients come from, are they giving up the ingredients with permission? Or are you just taking it and killing them and harming them to get, your little stuff? That's all karmic retribution that's, coming, that you can't do. You can't take from things anything. Its essence, its will, its life force, its mood, its high vibe. You can't dip somebody, you can't bring people's vibe down low unless, without the repercussions of things happening for your freaking vibe to come low. The world ain't never gonna send that in its entirety. So soon as more than 50.1%, whatever, 51% of people start living more in line with their heart and their spirit and their, in alignment with their true self, the world will change. I believe that it can and can happen. Do I believe that it will happen? I don't know. I'm not seeing a whole lot of evidence, but I'm not really out in the world. My world is very small. All I see is the reports that I gather here. All I see is these freaking gnarly brawls and more professional in college sports athletes getting in trouble for heinous, horrific acts because of ego. More, I see a lot of ego stuff. Every now and again it'll be like, millionaire lets homeless couple move in with him. That every now, but there's like a crap story, 10 crap stories for every good feel good. So as soon as there's 10 feel good stories for every crap story, then maybe things will be different. But it's just gonna get real dangerous, and I don't even want to I don't want to believe the reality of it. I just know that it's true, if that counts for anything. So, but Mom's good. We just ate some fish sticks to tartar sauce. We just little muffins with chocolate chips in them. We just had a snack fest, and it's a really pretty day. That's why we're out, and the neighbors are out. So spirits are gonna start right high. It's just they just like they do because they don't know how to handle themselves and their own emotions, so they're gonna lose control. End up in a lot of bad places and situations they don't want to. And I speak on this stuff to remind myself, because I get a temper and my mouth gets going. I'm not violent though. I just hope that I can continue that trend, But I got a good freaking hour and 20 minutes in a meditate state today. These are the things that I can do to reduce the hostility in the world, is keep my zen at a maximum level. So anyway, thought the birds would have shown up. Nope, there's one. They're starting to come in. I was like, usually they show about 4:30. I'll hear them, but not today. They're a little late. So anyway, that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.